The end didn't begin with a bang, but a revelation. The downfall of a marriage rarely happens overnight. Sometimes it unravels slowly. A series of arguments left unresolved, a quiet buildup of tension that simmers just below the surface. Other times, it detonates in a single, unforgettable moment, one revelation that severs the bond beyond repair. In my case, it wasn't the fight itself that ended my relationship with Stacy. No, it was what came to light during one of our countless, exhausting squabbles, the kind we had grown far too used to. It all started on what should have been an ordinary Saturday morning. That day, like so many before it, we found ourselves shouting across the living room. I can't even remember what started it. Probably something petty. Dirty dishes in the sink, laundry not folded, or some other trivial thing that never mattered as much as the emotions we attached to it. That was our rhythm. We fought about everything. It wasn't just a difference of opinion. It was a competition. Each of us needed to win. Every minor disagreement became a battle, and we both came armed with years of resentment and razor-sharp words. We used to joke about it, call it our Italian-style passion. We told ourselves that couples who fought hard just loved harder. But the truth, it was exhausting. Our tempers burned hot and fast, and we let every fire grow out of control. Whether it was about what movie to watch or whether someone rinsed their damn coffee cup, the outcome was always the same. Shouting, silence, then days of cold distance. That morning was no different, until it was. We hurled insults like weapons, each of us digging deep to find the words that would wound the most. Then, Stacy screamed something she had said before, but this time it landed differently. "That's it. I'm done. I'm leaving you forever." Without thinking, I shot back. "Who even needs someone as hysterical as you? Where would you even find another idiot willing to put up with you?" Cruel, yes. Not my proudest moment. But in that heat I just wanted to win. I wanted to hurt her like I felt hurt. Normally she would have snapped back. But this time she didn't. Her expression shifted, no longer furious but eerily calm. Her eyes burned not with anger, but with something colder, controlled, measured. "You think no one wants me," she said quietly. "My boss has been after me for a long time. He actually thinks I'm amazing." Then she turned, walked out, and slammed the door behind her. I was frozen. Her words didn't just hurt, they shattered me. For a moment I couldn't breathe. I wasn't sure if she'd meant it or if it was just another low blow in a fight filled with them. But either way it stuck with me. The betrayal, or the possibility of it, clung to my skin like sweat. For the next 3 days I spiraled. I told myself it was just a lie, another twisted jab meant to cut deep. I tried to convince myself it was all part of the fight. But when she returned, she wasn't alone. 2 movers followed her in. She didn't say a word. Just walked straight past me, collected her things, her books, her clothes, her little keepsakes, and left. No shouting. No goodbyes. No attempts to justify, to wound, or to heal. Just silence. That silence lasted for months. During that time I went through every stage of grief. Anger. Denial. Heartache. I replayed that morning 1,000 times in my mind, imagining a different outcome. One where she came running back, confessing it had all been a lie. That she had said it just to hurt me. That there had never been anyone else. But those were just dreams. And reality always returned, colder than before. Then 6 months later she did come back. One random evening the doorbell rang. No warning. No text. Nothing. I opened the door and there she was, like nothing had happened. She walked past me into the apartment like she still lived there, headed straight to the kitchen, and made herself a cup of coffee. I just stared at her, stunned, as she moved around the space with all the comfort of someone who hadn't left a trail of chaos behind. Then she looked me in the eye and said the unthinkable. "I want to start over." I couldn't hold back. "Hold on," I interrupted. "You do realize there's one thing I can never forgive, right? Infidelity. Physical infidelity." She lowered her gaze. "The thought of you being with someone else," I continued, my voice shaking, "of you and him together, it would never leave me. It would haunt me every time we were close. I know myself. I wouldn't be able to move past it. She said nothing. The silence that followed was thick with history, hurt, and one last thread of hope. I wanted her to tell me it wasn't true. That it had all been a cruel, desperate lie. A weapon used in the heat of war. She said that maybe, just maybe, we could find a way forward. And she did. I made it up, she whispered. There was no affair. I just wanted to hurt you. To get back at you for what you said. I'm sorry. Her eyes welled with tears. Her voice trembled. For a moment I almost believed her. It was the perfect scene. The broken woman returning home, filled with regret, begging for forgiveness. The kind of story that ends with two people falling into each other's arms, stronger than ever. Except I already knew the truth. I had spoken to one of her former co-workers. The truth wasn't just speculation, it was confirmed. Stacy had been living in another apartment during those 6 months. One paid for by her boss. Her lover. The very man she had confessed about that day she walked out. I laid it all out for her. Every detail. She didn't deny it. Didn't beg. Didn't try to spin another lie. She simply grabbed her purse and bolted. Just like that. And that told me everything I needed to know. Her return had nothing to do with love, with regret, or with second chances. It was desperation, plain and simple. The relationship she risked everything for had collapsed. Her boss, the man who promised her a new life, had used her and discarded her the moment he got what he wanted. He left the country. Probably to be with someone else. He paid her rent for just one final month, and then he was gone. And with him went all the lies she believed. The fantasy. The future she thought she had secured. So she came back to me. Not because she loved me, but because she had nowhere else to go. I was the backup plan. The safety net. But I wasn't hers anymore. Now she's the one left picking up the pieces. The lover gone, the home abandoned, the bridge burned beyond repair. And I'm finally free.